Now, in the case of two-tailed test, that is alternative being not equal to some value, there is a connection between the confidence interval that we discussed in chapter 8 and the two-tailed test. If in the confidence interval, if the confidence interval contains the value of mean in the hypothesis, if it includes the lower and the upper limits in the confidence interval includes the value in the hypothesis, then you have to go with the alternative. You cannot reject the null hypothesis. Okay. But if the mean in the hypothesis is not inside the confidence interval, it's outside the confidence interval, either on the left side or on the right side, then we can say that the x bar is so far off from the limits, from the central value, from the point estimate, that we can reject the null hypothesis. So, for example, here for x bar of 29.84, sigma of 0.8, n is 100, 95% confidence interval is x bar plus or minus 1.96 sigma over square root of n, and this is our limit. Okay. And the hypothesis that we were testing in the PowerPoint example, so you remember the hypothesis that we are testing is whether mu is equal to 30 or not equal to 30. So, now mu equal to 30 is not in this interval. Okay. Since this interval does not contain the hypothesized mean mu 30, we reject the null hypothesis. Okay. So, let's illustrate this in the Excel example now. So, here we are testing for the light bulb case whether mu is 7500 or not. So, if we construct a 95% confidence interval, so here 1 minus confidence level is alpha, then norm.s.inv of 1 minus alpha over 2, that's the cumulative probability. Then the margin of error is z times sigma over square root of n. We have sigma over square root of n already computed here. So, that's our margin of error. So, the lower limit is x bar. Where is x bar? We are given x bar here, minus margin of error, and then x bar plus margin of error gives us the two limits. Okay. Now, you examine the two limits with the value of the mu in the hypothesis, and you see 7500 is not in the limit, and therefore we can reject the null hypothesis. So, that's the confidence interval for question C, and because 7500 is not contained within the confidence interval, we reject the null hypothesis. So, this is so only for a two-tailed test. When you have a two-tailed test, there is a correspondence between the two-tailed test and the confidence interval.